Hi, I'm Kelly G in the Craftique studio. Welcome in. Today is a fun occasion for many reasons. First, we're going to celebrate the grand opening officially of the Craftique shop, as well as look at some fall and holiday fun that's sure to put you in the mood to get your cards done for this year. So stay tuned because we have a lot to show you. We'll have some demos, we'll have some card samples to show you. We'll also be showing you all of the fun things that we have in the Craftique shop, as well as a free gift for everyone who stopped by to listen to us tonight. So get your pencils and get your shopping list ready because there's sure to be some things that you want to jot down and remember to put on your wish list in the Craftique shop. Let's begin. Hi, I'm Kelly G, and welcome to Craftique. Craftique is an online retail boutique that sells the top names and brands in paper crafting, supplies, and tools. We want to also be a place where you can come for inspiration, ideas for your paper crafting projects, and some ways that you can find and source new things that you probably have not seen before. So I welcome you to go to the website, mycraftique.com, and just take a look around. You can easily search for things by category, by brand, or just by color, and find all the things that we have in store for you. I hope you also visit us on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and also our Instagram page. And we're also on Pinterest too. So with all of those resources, we just hope that you'll be connected to us and that you'll find some ways to spark joy in your life as well. Also, if you go to the website and join our email group, you'll be connected to us in an even more intimate way. You'll be able to get all the notices about the new products coming out before they hit the shelves and get more inspiration for projects that are on the pipeline. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy our holiday showcase and grand opening celebration. I wore this orange top today because we're going to celebrate first with the fall season. It's kind of ironic because we're in northeastern Pennsylvania and it's really literally 85 degrees right now in October. So go figure, right? But we're still going to get into the spirit of the changing leaves and all the autumn colors and all the fun that fall brings. First, I'd like to show you a really fun foiling project that I made with Pink & Main products. For this project, we're going to be using the Pink & Main collections here that you see with our Foilables toner sheet, the Foilables design sheet, and 2 inks, my favorite things, a yellow and a red. And then we'll also be using the Sentiments die, and we're going to use the Autumn Greeting Sentiment, which includes a shadow and a regular die. We'll also use the Autumn Leaves stencil so that we can color in our design from the Foilables. The color that we're using is a sparkle orange foil, and it's so beautiful. Look at the shimmer. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the toner sheet through the Mini Make laminator, and we're going to put that orange foil on both of the sheets, the toner, the black toner sheet, to make one clear sheet with the with the orange design, as well as a toner sheet with the leaf design. So we'll have 2 different foil designs when we're finished. And when the ink turns green, then you're able to speed these sheets through. Don't forget to wipe them down with a Swiffer or an anti-static microfiber dust cloth before you put them through so that no particles of dust or dirt get into your design when it's finished. Then put this feeder sheet in, or the transfer sheet, and feed it through the Mink laminator. And when it comes out, you'll have 2 beautiful sheets to move forward with the project. And here's the reveal. The black toner sheet revealed just 1 full sheet now of the orange. And then look at that. That is the leaf pattern. Don't throw this away. We can save that and take the negative image and run it through the machine again for another design. So let's take our project to the next level. Look how pretty that is. We're going to use this one for the die cut. we're going to use the Autumn Greetings die. And then for the shadow, we're going to use a scrap piece of brown cardstock that I had laying around. This way, it'll pop the color. So I just want to tape those two down and run them through the die cut machine. And here we have the Autumn Greetings. And the next step is to add the stencil and then use the red and the yellow ink and carefully ink blend it. Now when you're ink blending with foil, the foil is not reactive to the ink. Therefore, it still shines through when you're finished inking. I'm going to ink blend in the red on the bottom and then on the top, and then also fill in the middle with the gold or yellow, and then blend it in on the middle edges so that I can get a little bit of an orange effect as well. You can add just as much or as little ink as you'd like to create a different effect. Then I wipe it off with the microfiber cloth, and look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It dries quickly too. Now I'm mounting this on to a card base made with craft paper. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then adding my sentiment, and that's it. How beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that little taste of all the fun that you can have with foils in the fall. Fun foil fall. You got the picture, right? So I wanted to also show you another iteration of how you can make the same card with different color choices and come out with something just as beautiful. Here's a little bit about some of the things that we have in the store from Pink and Main for fall and for holiday. First up, we have the Cozy Critters paper pad. This 6x6 paper pad features 24 sheets, and you get 2 of each of 12 different designs. Look at the lusciousness of this paper. The colors are brilliant. Next up, we have the Autumn Greetings die. And this greetings die gives you a twofer. You get not only the words for each of 5 sentiments, you also get the shadow background die as well. This is the perfect set to take you from fall into Thanksgiving. And we used this set for the card that we made recently. Next, we have the emboss and cut folders. And so basically what this is an embossing folder as well as a cutting folder all in one. So it die cuts the image, and then the light pink markings here are the etchings or the embossed part of the leaf. So Pink and Main has several different collections of these. They have a spring flower one. I think there's an Easter egg one. We do have the spring flowers in stock in the store, as well as this leaf pattern, and you'll see another one for the Christmas holiday. Next up are the foilables. And the foilables are Pink and Main's proprietary toner sheets that they have for the laminating machine. This is for heat transfer foil and not for the glimmer foil or other types of foiling programs. So you basically see all of the black here that's in the toner. That would actually be what would show up in the foil pattern. And here we have Pink and Main's Cheer Foil. This is their heat transfer foil, and it comes in a really nice roll, and you get a ton of foil, 25 feet per box or per roll. So this is a really good value. And if you look at it, it just looks so beautiful. This one is called Sparkling Orange, and she has a ton of other different colors and textures and different designs and patterns as well. You saw this Sparkling Orange on this card as well. You'll notice too that there's a stencil that matches or coordinates with the foilable sheet, and this is called Autumn Leaves Stencil. So not only can you foil this design onto the card, but you can also line up the stencil and ink blend the card too to get some different color variations. For the holidays, we have a ton of great things from Pink and Main in the store. First up are the foilables. This set is called the Tree Sayings Foilables, and these are really pretty greetings in the shape of a Christmas tree. You get 2 different designs, and you basically will foil these, and these can be cards all on their own. They also have the Holiday Backgrounds Foilable Kit. This allows you to make a bunch of different backgrounds, as you can see here, that are holiday themed. And each of these sheets are 8.5 by 5.5 inches, which means that you'll get 2 card fronts out of each of these sheets. This next set is just too cute. I couldn't resist. These are the little, what do you call them? The cute peepers. And look at these little critters. You have a unicorn, a monkey, a pig, a bear, and a bunny. And so you stamp out the little critters and you see all their hooves and paws and whatnot, and also a caption bubble with different greetings. Basically, you stamp these and then you have their little hooves or paws peeking over a different design or like a wall. This set comes with the matching die. And then we also have, for the holidays, the Holiday Peeker Places stamp set. So basically it's designed to coordinate with the little peekers. So you can have them peeking inside the wreath, peeking over the stocking, peeking over the present, peeking on the side of the candy cane or around the corner of the ornament. And you can use this set by itself with the cute little eyes and winkers to put on the different shapes as well. This also has a coordinating die. So if you pair these two together, you'll get some really, really cute cards that you can put together for the holidays. This paper pack is called Merry and Bright, and it is really pretty. As you can see here, we have little hot cocoa, string lights, holly, and we even have a bunch of different patterns in plaid and polka dots and Christmas trees, etc. But the color palette is really pretty too, because you have your traditional red and green, but you also have some other bright and vibrant colors that are not so traditional, but do coordinate with those as well. So if you leaf through this paper pack, you'll see all the gorgeousness of the papers that are in there too. This is just adorable. This is the 3D embossing folder called Knit Sweater. And basically, if you can see it there, it's the pattern of a cable knit sweater. So you can make a sweater background and make it nice and cozy when you put together your Christmas cards or your holiday cards. And then we also have one of those emboss and cut folders for the Christmas ornaments. So think about maybe using glitter paper or foam glitter paper, and you can cut those out and you'll get the indentations or impressions of the embossed designs of each of these different ornaments. And lastly, we have the Oh Christmas Tree stamp set. And this is really pretty because you can make all kinds of different patterns with this. You can do something as simple as having one tree that's featured or a group of 3. You can make a whole border with it as well for a scrapbook page to celebrate the holidays or for your December daily journal. So there's a lot of really cool possibilities with these. I would probably emboss these as well. On the cheer foil side, Pink and Main does not disappoint. There are a ton of different colors and patterns that we have in the store, but I want to feature these two, which are gorgeous. Look at that. This is the gold tinsel, the tinsel gold cheer foil, and the silver tinsel cheer foil. How nostalgic is that with the long tinsel? Who remembers that on the tree draping all over the place? And it made such a mess, but it was beautiful when you saw it all over the tree. So you get that effect here with these beautiful cheer foils. And we also have some sparkly ones too. I chose the sparkly red to show you, as well as I believe this is sparkle pink cheer foil. And it has the same sparkly iridescence that the orange had with these sparkly patterns and a little bit of stars you can see in there too. Next is time to have fun with watercolors. And I'm going to show you this cute little card that you can make with a brand new stamp technology called Transformers. And it's more than meets the eye. Check it out. Allow me to introduce you to Transformers. Transformers are a new trademark technology by Stampendous and Spellbinders that provides really fun stamps, but there's a cool surprise that's hidden beneath the surface. And the characters, the main characters, will actually transform before your eyes. So it's not Transformers, it's Transformers with an FR. All right, so I'm going to show you how these will come to life and how you can make some really cute designs with them. And as you can see, I have my water media mat out from Waffle Flower, and we're going to be doing some watercoloring today. Now this set is called the Snowy Penguin set, and if you do like this, you can also order the other sets that we have in the store. This one is called Snowy Friends, and you have some fun snowmen. And then the other one is called Snowbirds, and you have these kooky little birds here. And as you can see, all of them come with the main characters that Franz form, as well as some fun accessories and some really sweet sentiments that are kind of punny and go along with them. So this will be something that you might have a lot of fun with, and sounds like there's something that might catch on, and there might be some more sets in the future that you can mix and match with them as well. Use the textured side of the watercolor paper because I love the way it looks with the paint. And I'm going to pick the smaller penguin here today. So one thing to note about these, because they Franz form and you're able to actually, with the technology, shape and reshape the stamp to give you some really fun effects. So if you want it to look like the penguin is like moving, or if it's like being pushed to one side, or if it's melting into the snow, any of those little fun things you can do with this stamp. Now, just a note of caution, because it's a Franz former and you're going to be able to bend and mold it, you still need to be careful when you peel it off because it is a thin stamp and this can tear, okay? So just be very careful when you're peeling it off of the back. You don't want to just pull it off really aggressively like you might do with some of the other stamps because they're high quality. And this is still high quality, it's just that it's flexible and we want to respect that, okay? So as you can see here, you have your flexible piece here for the body, and you also have a little bit of flexibility with the hat, okay? So you can see how I can actually stretch it, and I can actually stretch the body. So how fun would that be to make it a little kooky, right? Or a little silly in terms of how it's going to go. So what I'm going to do is line him up. I kind of want him to go here, but I want him to kind of blur over to the side. So what you want to do first, oh, wrong side. You want to do first is put your stamp where you want it, and then you're going to pick it up with either your stamp positioner or an acrylic block. And the reason why you do that is because all of the Franz forming or the reshaping is going to happen on the block or on the surface of your Misty door. All right, so I'm going to just gently peel it up, and I'm going to pull it over this way and stick it down. So it's kind of like a little blobby effect. And as you can see, it easily moved and it's easily repositionable. So it's stuck on there as well. And now we can stamp it. So a rule of thumb is when you have a new stamp, a brand new stamp, you want to run your finger or maybe like your skin over it a little bit. And that's just to get all the residue that comes off of it, the little film that comes off of the stamp when it's first produced. So I'm going to use Gina K Designs amalgam ink. You do definitely want to use an amalgam ink or something that is water resistant, so therefore it won't bleed into the watercoloring. So we do carry the amalgam ink in the store, and Gina K makes them in a couple of different colors. They even have like a barely there color so that you can do what they call lineless coloring, and it doesn't look like there's an outline. Okay, so, and with the Waffle Flower grip mat, it actually holds the paper in place so I don't have to use the magnets, which is very freeing. Okay. And this is watercolor paper, so we want to really make sure we press hard to get a good impression. One good thing about using good inks like Gina K's ink, good quality inks, is that you don't really have to do it a second time, but I want it to be a lot darker. So that's the only reason why I'm going in for a second press. But as you can see there, the first time worked out very well, especially on watercolor paper, which says a lot about this ink. All right, so we have this beautiful image. How cute is he, right? So if you look at the original picture and then you look at him, he's actually blobbed out a little bit. And that is the Franz former technology in action. I'm gonna wipe this off with my Lawn Fawn chamois. Love this thing. So we have our little guy, and I want to add some accessories to him. And let's see. I'm gonna put the little skates on him. Or you can actually use his little, what do you call these, little flipper feet? But I think the skates are funnier. So it's gonna be as if he's like out of control with the skates and he's like going all over the place. So I'm gonna anchor the skates. I'm gonna have one on the ground and one in the air, so he's kind of flipping over. And a way to connect these to the body so that there's not a lot of space in between is to look at the stamp where the line is supposed to connect and see if you see the line through the stamp, which I do here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but you can see the line. So that's how you know you're on the right track and you won't have a gap in between. I'm gonna do that for this one. I'm going to make the entire scene first, stamp it all out, and then I'm going to come behind with the watercolor. I have my watercolor pen by Pink and Main, watercolor brush rather, by Pink and Main, and these fill up very easily. You just unscrew this, put the water in, and if you can see here it says push. It actually has a release valve so that you won't have too much water on the brush. Love that. Now, we're going to use the Pink and Main Water Gems Sparkling Watercolors. Okay, and these are powdered watercolors. They start off as powder and they're activated by the water. And as you can see here, there's some beautiful colors and they're vibrant too. And each of the colors has their name on them. So there's 12 here in the kit. And you can see you have a nice variety here that you can mix and match and make your own colors out of. So of course we wanted to do something with the blue. I add a little white to that. Let's see what else. We want to make his hat maybe flamingos, pink. We'll go with the white. And then the skates, we'll make them dark blue maybe. No, not the green. And I think that's it for now. We'll put a yellow in here just in case we want to mix some colors up and make an orange or something. There's a couple ways you can use these. As you can see, let me open one up. Ooh. It's a beautiful powder, beautiful color. And you can either sprinkle it directly onto the paper. You can sprinkle it, you can take the brush and dip it out and then, wet it and everything. I think what I'm going to do is use the wells in this watercolor mat because they're designed obviously to hold different colors. So I'm going to just pop a little here, and you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. Okay. Dip a little green. I'm not going to be using a lot of green. So I would also recommend having a microfiber on cloth on hand just to wipe off the stray powder. I'm just going to tape it down here on the mat, and that's good enough. Okay, so a couple of things I can do. I can add water, just drip water in, and then just mix up my colors, and then just go for it after that. Or I can pick up a little bit of the powder now that the brush is dry right now, put it on, and then wet it. I think I'm going to release a little water and then mix my colors up just so I can see what I'm working with. So I'm going to press the release, and it's going to put in some water into the brush, and then I'm just going to mix it. Ooh, look at that color. That is gorgeous. I wouldn't have thought that that powder would produce something so pretty. And because this is a silicone surface, obviously it doesn't stick to the mat, which allows you to use the most of your product and not waste it. All right, so we got full brush here of this beautiful color. I usually keep a piece of paper towel, hint, hint, that I forgot to put on the surface, just so I can blot a little bit. But there's plenty of room here that you can use. And I want my hat to be this color. Wow. And look at the brush. I mean, the quality of the brush is such that the detail is there, and you don't like run over anywhere that you're not intending to paint. There's a lot of water on my brush, too much water actually. Let me do a little blotting. And if you have too much water pooling, just take a very small corner of a very absorbent paper towel and then just tap it and see how it came right up. The way it does in those commercials where it absorbs everything. And they're like, no, it definitely is true. And this is not even the name brand of the paper towel. This is like the generic store brand, which is probably made by the same people who make the big box brand anyway. A little bit too much water there. Pick it up. And go back in. So cute. All right. And it's drying pretty quickly too. And you can see as it dries, it's giving me like a little bit of a shimmer. I'll pick it up at the end so you can get full appreciation for it. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the body of the penguin. That's black. Duh. Where did those paints go? Let's see. They have an eggplant, which is a little dark, but it's purpley. Is there a black in here? Oh, they have a dark sky. Don't know what that is. I'm thinking that's a black. Let's try it out and see. I do need to swatch these. That would help. Ooh. It's like a silvery situation going on there. That would be cute. I'm wondering if I should paint his body like that. I don't know. I might actually go over the body with a marker because I don't have a black here, but I'm actually curious as to how this dark sky would look though. I think I might try it out. Let me do that. I'm actually going to go into the jar on this one. Let's pick up some color. And the brush was a little damp already, so let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Took off a little bit of the powder. I like that. This works. Ooh, it's sparkly. I'm a sucker for sparkly things, aren't you? Like, ooh, go to the sparkly thing. I'm glad I tried this. This. Oh, it's pretty. It's nice and dark. All right. I'll make the bow that color. I didn't put that much blue in it. So it almost gives like a, it's giving me like a burgundy color. There we go. And you can't see it as much. It's like a milky white color. But because there's that sparkle element in the paint, once it dries, you're probably going to see a lot more of it and it's going to show. Last bit of painting is going to be the biggest part, and that is the water, like the water background. So I really want to take advantage of this Caribbean. Ooh, look at that. I so did not expect that color. That is really pretty. I'm going to do broad strokes and the finished product. How fun was that? There's so many possibilities with those transformers. It's just so fun to see like the little bodies morph and shape into little blobby different type of characters. And I'm sure this is not the last that we've seen of those characters yet. Next up, I wanted to show you a little bit more about what we have in store from Spellbinders. The first thing I wanted to show you is a bunch of the different cardstocks that we have in the shop. And these could be used for a variety of different projects. But at the same time, there's some holiday colors in here that I think will look really awesome this time of year. First, I wanted to tell you about the Happy Day Assorted Pack. And this is a rare collection that Spellbinders put out because they don't usually put together an assorted pack of their cardstock colors. So in this collection here, you'll get 2 sheets of each color. There's 20 sheets in all, 10 colors. It's 100-pound paper, 8.5 by 11. And if you look at the assortment here. There's the purple, the pink, and then you have a bunch of shades in between. So you have some reds and yellows, greens and blues. So it's a nice base pack to kind of get started and to use for different die cut designs and things like that. So that is the Happy Day Assorted pack. Now, for a more fun look, we actually have pop-up die cut glitter foam sheets, and these are so cool. I have a little sample of some foam here. It's a different color, but you'll see the thickness here. And it's, you know, your regular foam, but it has a lot of glitter on it, and the glitter doesn't run. So you can use it for die cutting and making some really special projects. You can also use it for background, but obviously you need to use some very strong adhesive on it. It is one-sided, so the other side is actually plain. So if you needed something that was plain to offset the glitter, you can also use the other side of it. And we have 3 packs here. This one has a red and green glitter. We have the gold and silver glitter. And we also have the blue and purple. So Spellbinders, as you might know, is well known for their beautiful die sets. And they make these very intricate designs that you can put together, and it's really fun to do. So I'm gonna go through a couple of the different collections that we have in the shop, and these are brand new. One of them is by Nicole Spohr, who is a really good creator, really great creator. She's very creative, and she actually designed this this collection with Spellbinders, and it is gorgeous. How cute is this, right? So this is the Merry Mug and Circle Delights collection, and in it come a bunch of different things that I'll show you really quickly. So first we have the Merry Mug Creations, and this is really cool because you can make all kinds of fun mugs. So think about hot cocoa, coffee, tea, and this is not just something you can use in the wintertime. You can use this all year round, but it also has the fun little, you know, candy cane and different marshmallows and things that you can put outside of or inside of the mug to give it a little bit more of a festive feel. And now we have these ornaments. And so there's a couple of different options here that you have. This is the Whimsical Winter Critters, sorry, sounds like a tongue twister there. And this is really cool because you have your base ornament, and then you have all the different fixings to make a cute fox, a raccoon, a penguin, a bear, and a bunny. And look at all the little cute scarves and bows and winter hats, earmuffs and bows. So, so cute. Look at that set. It's really, really nice. And you can see the etching that comes with all of the dies. Now, if you wanted to really have fun, you can actually add the Santa's Festive Circle Crew to the mix, right? So as you can see here, it does not come with the circle base die. That you have to find in this set here. So you have to use a base set, which is one that has the circle die. And that's actually this one, sorry. This is the Festive Ornaments die. And so the Festive Ornaments die set comes with as many options as you see here and more to make some really fun holiday themed ornaments. So once you have this one, which has the base circle there, you can then expand it and then add on with these other two. Now, if you had a circle die of your own, I mean, that's fine too, right? So I think this measures, let's see. This is a 2.5 inch circle die. So if you have a 2.5 inch circle die, you can actually use these with that. Or you can just get the set here and then just buy the other two. Spellbinders also remembers that sentiments are an integral part of the design. So they have one called Santa's Sippin' Sayings. Say that 10 times fast, right? So this set actually complements all of these sets here, and you can use them for other things as well. So you have little tag stamps like do not open until December 25th, a gift for you. Then you have some fun ones like You Warm My Heart. Simon Hurley, another talented designer that teamed up with Spellbinders, has a collection. And this one's available in the shop as a bundle, okay? So you would get all of these together. And this is called Simon's Snow Globes. And this is his set. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. The opportunities and the possibilities are endless. You could actually create one snow globe this year, do one for next year, and you have a couple years already down the line in terms of different options. So here's the base set, and this is called Simon Snow Globe, right? And then you'll get in this set, look how big that snow globe is. I mean, that's pretty big. So let me give you an example. Here is an A2 panel, and look at that. It pretty much takes up the entire thing. So you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So you have your globe, you have your base here that you can cut out, and then you have here your snow globe. So inside, you can create all kinds of different scenes. So in this one, this base set, you have the opportunity to create a little village scene there, which is really cute. And you can see it here in a couple different options. And then you get a variety of different plaques to put on the snow globe. So this one comes with Merry Christmas, Merry and Bright, Jingle Bells, and Happy Holidays. So alone in this one starter set, you have so much that you can do. But to add on to it, you'll also get the snowman scene. How adorable. And you can see here, such a beautiful set and all the different options that you have. Look at the texture in the tree. So pretty. And you have all the little lights that pop out. And then you get Let It Snow and Holly Jolly. So even more options. So just think of the possibilities. I know your creative juices are flowing with different ideas. Now, if you want to get something more traditional, we have the nativity scene. And it says, Oh Holy Night and Silent Night. Look at this detail. It's just so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And then finally, we have the woodland scene. So this is really nice because you not only are looking at Christmas or something, but you can also celebrate the winter seasons or just do something just fun for the winter. This could be something for someone whose birthday's in the winter. This could make a good masculine card as well, because we always have trouble finding those. And you can even take these trees and the deer and everything and create a winter scene into itself. And you can see the different things that are able to be punched out. Look at the detail in the bark there of the tree. Just so pretty. Santa, we couldn't have Christmas without a Santa, right? And this one is really nice, right? It's called Santa's Here. And this is one of those die sets that Spellbinders is really known for. And so you have everything from Santa's sack, the little bell, his little face, and all of the trimmings to go with it to mix and match and create some really fun cards. And so this is something that if you wanted to make a bunch of them, you just sit, by the TV with a bunch of cardstock and just die cut. And then you can just have fun assembling them all together. It's really a lot of fun. Something the kids can get into as well. I hope you're enjoying all of the different segments today. There's just so much to show you that I had to start editing things down. And you'll see some other videos at other times with some other projects from the collections. But next up, I wanted to show you a really cute project that is warming my heart as we speak. I mean, it's too hot for hot cocoa, but don't you just love it? For this project, we're going to be using the Nicole Spohr Merry Mug Creation set, the Santa Sipping Sayings set, and the Altenew Deep Ribbon Waves embossing folder. So first, I have all the dies here from the mugs, the Merry Mug Creation set. And I just want to have fun, take some colored stock and cut them all out and see what we're working with. Okay, so here's what I've chosen. And I'm back. So a couple of things that I did. I actually did use a tri-blend marker in ice gray. And I did add a little bit of dimension to the underside of the etching for the marshmallows and whipped cream. I punched die cut the steam lines out of a gray paper so that it gives a little contrast there, but not too much. And I decided not to use the hearts, but I used the little chocolate bar instead to break up the color and add a little bit more dimension. And I propped everything up with foam tape. And I chose the sentiment Sending You a Cup of Cheer, which I thought was cute. And I mounted it onto some red cardstock to tie in with the red from the candy cane, but not put too much color into it. I wanted it to be kind of simple. Yeah, there's my finished card. And I mounted it onto white cardstock. Wasn't that so cute? And it was so easy to make. I just love Spellbinders dies. There's so many possibilities with all the little pieces and parts. And you get to use your scrap paper too, which is another bonus. Thanks for hanging out with us. By now, after you've seen all of these things, your shopping list is probably a mile long on your piece of paper, huh? Well, you can go into the Craftique site, and did you know that if you created an account, you can actually have your own wish list on the site and keep it there. So if there are things that you see and you might not have the money for yet, or you want to wait until you filled up your cart, you can just click add to wish list and then just keep it there. And when you're ready, you can check out. So finally, when you're looking at making your holiday card plans, I don't know if you've started yet. I certainly haven't. But with all of the ideas here today, there's bound to be some inspiration for you to make some cards that you'd like to send out. And if you're like me, you wait until the very last minute to do it. And then it gets to be a little crazy in terms of planning. I, for one, like to make more than one holiday card and then just make a small batch of each. That way I don't get bored. Some of you might prefer to make one big batch of one style card and just knock it all out at one time. That's a great strategy too. Whichever way you decide, you might need a way to organize it all. And you might want to remember, like, what was the card that I gave out in 2022? Or what was the card that I gave out 3 years ago? So you can start the planning now and get organized. So as a free gift to you, we are offering a 2023 holiday card planning record sheet from Craftique. It's our gift to you, and we formatted this with you in mind. So all you have to do is go into the comments section, and there's a Dropbox link where you can go and download your own free copy. Print it out and use it as much as you'd like. Here's a suggested way to use it. I actually took the card planner and put it into one of those binder covers. I guess it's like a page protector cover. And then you can put them in a binder, and then in the pocket in the back, you can slip in your holiday card so you would have a sample. So if I wanted to use this card, I can just tuck it in the back here, and then you'd always remember what your card looks like every year. And then on the front of the sheet, you have different segments here in order to fill them out. And then if you can see here, you have card number 1 of, depending on how many styles you have, if you have 3 or 4 this year, you can say 1 of 3, 1 of 4, etc. And then you can put the occasion, because not everyone sends out a Christmas card. You might be sending out winter cards to some people who don't celebrate Christmas. You might be sending out, New Year's cards to people, which I tend to do if I forget to send the Christmas cards. So there's a bunch of different things that you can put here in terms of your occasion. And then you can then put the card name. So I would probably call this Hot Cocoa card or something like that. Then you have a couple of lines here where you can fill out a description of the card. You might want to include the card stock colors that you use, the name of the card stocks, the brand of the stamp or the die set that you've used, etc. So all of that information can go here so that you can remember what you used. And then here is a handy list where you can put down the names of the people that you're sending the cards to. That I always forgot as well. Last year, I believe I made 3 different types of cards, 2 or 3 different types of cards. And I sent them out, and then after a while, I lost track of who received what. Another good idea is that if you wanted to make 2 different cards this year and then use those same cards next year, and the 2 different audiences don't overlap, you can just flip it and then get even more use out of your cards. So this is a great way to keep track of who received the card, and then you can check them off as you're mailing them. So if you make the card and you have an idea of who you want to send it to, you can jot their names down, and then once you put it in the mail and stamp it and it's off on its way, you can just check it. Or if you give it to them with a present or something like that, you can also check it as well. This way, you won't miss out on anyone on your list that's important, and you won't give them the same card twice. So I hope you enjoy this free gift. Please go to the comment section and you can download this on Dropbox site, and you'll be able to use this, print it out, use it as much as you want. And if you have more than one card, I would make one for each card and then just put it in a sleeve pocket, put it in a binder, and then you have a running record from here on out of all the cards that you've created. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for our grand opening celebration and holiday showcase. I hope you had a lot of fun, and I hope you have an idea of some of the things that you'd like to purchase. So now's the time. Just go on to the mycraftique.com website and then just browse away and then purchase anything you'd like. There's also a category at the top for fall, and there's also one for holiday and winter, so you can easily see these things that we talked about today and many others that are available in the Craftique shop. Don't forget that your purchase counts towards the holiday or the e-gift card giveaway, and we're giving away 2. So enter in as many times as you like. And again, any orders $100 or over, not only receives free shipping, I forgot to mention that, but also enters you in 3 additional times for the gift card giveaway. You have until Sunday evening on the 8th at midnight, or 11:59 basically, Eastern, to enter. And we look forward to talking with you again soon. Please tune in to YouTube and to our Facebook channels and all of our social media outlets to stay connected to us. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.